There's an entry in the Urban Dictionary for Facebook therapy. The definition: when a person uses their Facebook status to vent their frustrations. You know people like that, right? It's similar to a therapy session with a psychiatrist. So says Urban Dictionary. But is Facebook a sound way to deal with your problems? Let's ask the doctor. Dr. Tara Robertson is a clinical psychologist with Bellin Health, and she's here this morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Rachel.
So can Facebook be therapeutic?
You know, there is something therapeutic about sharing secrets or difficulties that you're having. It's a relief for the person who's able to do that. The difficulty is on Facebook, a lot of times people go a little bit too far.
Well, let's start on the positive side. One of our producers recently had to put down one of her pets, and she put that as her status update. It was a rough day for them, and then she got a lot of her friends and family comforting her after that, and she said it was very helpful.
Absolutely, and that would be an instance where it could be very therapeutic to use Facebook in that way. The problem is when people put things out there and they make a statement and then they kind of leave it hanging.
Yeah, that annoys me so much. On a personal level, let me just say, when people say, I had a really bad day, and then people will say, oh no, what happened? Let me help. And they never respond, and they constantly put those status updates that just leave you hanging. Is it doing them good?
No, it's not. You know, I think what happens is it's people feel very theatrical when they're on Facebook. It's a whole nother level to express themselves in a way that they normally wouldn't, and they get very disinhibited. So they put things out there and they're hoping people will respond, but they don't necessarily want an answer. They just sort of want to go about their business, or they like the attention that they're getting in return.
When people are venting their frustrations and they're very specific about things, that can be therapeutic for them, right?
Right, absolutely. The problem is when it's interfering with your work, when it's interfering with your family life, or you're venting things that really are not appropriate to be putting online, then we have a difficulty.
I thought it was interesting when you said the more people post, like people who are really on Facebook a lot tend to be more depressed?
Absolutely. We know that there is a correlation between depression and how much time people spend engaging in social media. We've also seen a great rise in addictions, especially addictions to pornography. We know that those are the types of sites that a lot of people tend to go to, or gaming sites, and they just get enthralled, and then it is interfering with other stages of their life, and we have major difficulties.
All right, let's talk about what to do next. Let's first talk about the people who are reading all of these negative updates all day long.
If you're reading the negative updates, you need to really limit yourself. If you've got to stop following somebody's blog or their tweet, you've got to do it. You have to do that for your own self-care, because some people are going to be negative and that's all you're going to ever get out of it. So stick to the positives.
So limit who you follow?
Limit who you follow and limit the time that you follow.
And what about the people who are sending out these updates on Twitter, Facebook, blogs?
If you're sending out the updates on
and they're always negative.
If you're sending out these negative updates, know that other people don't necessarily want to read that all the time. It's understandable if you have a loss, your pet, and you post something like that. That would be appropriate. But when all you're putting out there is negative, or you're putting out very personal information about family or friends, it causes a great deal of difficulty. And that's not healthy. That is not the forum that you want to be utilizing to help express those type of feelings.
And I thought it was interesting when you said during the break, we were talking about this, only say something that you would say to an acquaintance, not your best friend. Those people you want to call or actually meet in person.
Exactly. People that you would consider an acquaintance are people that you would just say hello, goodbye in passing. A best friend, you would tell your deepest, darkest secrets. You should have only a few of those in life. Acquaintances, you might have many, just like on Facebook. So you don't share the deep, dark stuff on Facebook or Twitter and social media. You share the sort of generic, yeah, I'm having a good day, or this is what I'm doing next, but not this is what's going on personally with my family right now.
And if life is really depressing, call a therapist.
You got it.
Call your doctor.
Absolutely. If life is really depressing, put it in the hands of somebody who has the ability to really help you through that.
All right, Dr. Tara Robertson, thank you so much for your perspective on Facebook. We could talk all day about it, right? But we can't, so we'll post it on Facebook. Thanks again. We'll be right back. You're watching Good Day Wisconsin.